when we've got an idea in our head, it's hard for us to sway from it. What have we done?
I heard something like really big. Well, it sounded like something big stand on a stick and snap it.
Oh my god, this is so hard. I might have a few bruises on my bum.
You look more miserable than us.
Welcome back, guys. Today you find us in France again. We have just come to an amazing little spot as we start our little road trip. It's a place called Le Pont de Diable, and it was a really cool bridge that looked over the whole of the river, and it was really picturesque. We're out of the high season now, so everywhere is just quiet and it's really nice. But yeah, we've got a lot of plans to catch you up on, so I'll let us talk through that now. What's going on, Mitch?
We're very badly planning our route to Croatia. That's happened after a coffee on a Tuesday, which is how all of our plans happen.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, this sums us up completely. When we've got an idea in our head, it's hard for us to sway from it. And I don't even know how the conversation started, something about we're near the Alps. And then it was...
Yeah, is it a shame to miss the Alps while we're driving past it?
Yeah.
So now we've gone from driving a nice measly...
It's 18 hours?
18 hours, that's only because we were missing the toll roads though.
Yeah.
To now driving 25 hours, and now we're driving through a lot more of France.
Switzerland.
Through Switzerland.
Italy.
Through the Dolomites.
Yeah.
And then to Croatia.
In 2 weeks. But we've got to be in Croatia by the 17th of October.
But we could do being there for like the 14th.
Yeah, we want to leave ourselves a few days just in case anything happens and we need to come back into the Schengen for any reason. So we're trying to see as much as we can. But it's also giving ourselves enough time, but seeing stuff on the way. Well, this is the first leg of the trip now. How long has it said now that you just put it in?
6 hours 15, that's the Lake Annecy, which is still in France.
Yeah, so we haven't got much of a plan. When I say we roughly did it earlier, we did roughly do it. And so that point is literally the first big attraction that we've got on the list. And it's my job, whilst Mitch does all the driving, to come up with anything else that we see on the way, as well as making sure it still is in line with our travel plans and the time limit that we've got. One of the reasons why Mitchell is driving, I don't know if anyone will ask, but he is the only one insured on the van because it was too expensive to insure me because I'm under 25. I spoke a bit about it on our blog that I've put up, I'll leave the link in the description, just about the different insurers that we had to go through to see if we'd be able to drive for a longer period of time in Europe. So unfortunately Mitch is putting in all the big shifts. How's the driving?
Going
so
quite
far?
fast, actually.
How long's it actually been though?
1 hour 40. That's not bad. You sound more destroyed than me.
I know. I'm trying, but if anyone gets travel sick, you'll know how it's a constant battle. It's a quick fuel stop, decompress and not be as queasy, and then we're off again. I've just been looking for a place to stay tonight and around where we're going in Annecy, and I just happened to look at the weather and it said it was just raining basically all week. On Friday there's a low of -2, so I just think that's, well, we've just been laughing about it. I think it's hilarious because the weather we've just left behind in Spain, it's an adventure and a bit of a challenge, and I like that, it gets me going. We're about an hour and a half left of the journey. Come to have a little bit of a stop. I've got to come. I'm gonna run here to show you this view.
Still mosquitoes.
Oh, and there's still mosquitoes. Mitch's favourite.
Christ. Do you think you're going to be?
Very close.
But there's a train coming in where we've stopped. Oh dear, do it again. Oh, you can't see it on here.
What have we done?
Where are we?
Chambéry?
Chamonix. We're about an hour away from where, well, Annecy.
Yeah.
So, seems about the right place to stop for now. And then, still got burgers to make. So I've just finished driving for 6 hours. Made some really crap burgers. Martha says she'll make us a hot chocolate. Thanks, mate.
If it helps, I've got less.
I think it's time to go to bed. Oh, hello, duck. Well, anyway, it was very, well, it wasn't that cold actually in the van last night, but it's getting there. I think if it drops another maybe 5-10 degrees, it's going to be cold. We'll get used to it.
You're going to need a beanie.
I don't need a beanie, I've got loads of hair. It's so funny how creased it is because it's been shoved in there for so long.
Oh, I've got some gloves and some more headphones. Winner. From bucket hats to beanies. We're making our way into Annecy now. We've had the first little glimpse of the lake. The houses around here are just insane. Or the chateaus. We're fueled, we're warm, we're ready. The walk that we're doing is not advised to do in the rain, but it is raining. And we're going to do it anyway. And I'm pretty excited.
We've had to swap over to the GoPro.
Yeah.
Because it's rather wet. This is the height that we're doing. It says that it's 6.6 kilometers. Takes around 2.5 hours.
So probably about 4 hours.
When you've gone the wrong way.
When you've gone the wrong way.
It's going to be a bit of a wet one.
Yeah. Rain or shine, it'll be fine.
We've already gone the wrong way, but I'm kind of glad we did now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That looks insane. It's quite steep,
Yeah.
muddy, and quite a lot of tree roots. But we're just hardcore like that, you know?
So, for those of you that don't know, Mitch doesn't like to walk together. Like when we come on a hike, you best believe there's got to be a good 40 metres between us. He's like up there now. I'm pretty sure he does it so then he gets a little bit of a rest and walks ahead, and then I have to catch up.
It must have just been a stick falling or something. I heard something like really big, well it sounded like something big stand on a stick and snap it. But this like crazy looking gecko's in the middle of, oh, lizard or something in the middle of the path. Whoa, he looks a mint. Is he poisonous if he's black and yellow? What if he spits like venom at you?
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah. Uh-huh. Is he going to move?
Oh!
He moves slower than I thought he would. Whoa. Oh my god, he's awesome.
What the hell?
That's the first like cool bit of wildlife we've seen this trip. How cool would he be as a pet in the van? Like, because he doesn't move fast or anything, he can just like cruise about.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. And he looks like a Trevor, doesn't he? I love how slow he moves.
Some pretty cool stuff when you just take a minute to have a look around.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love that it's autumn right now whilst we're doing this. Obviously this trip was really poorly planned of us coming here, but I must say I am enjoying seeing.
I wonder if we'll see Trevor's brother.
Maybe Trevor was the one who like broke the stick. And he's actually an absolute machine. And that's the persona that you just put on, that he's really slow.
Oh, he looked like one of them, he could go whoop,
Yeah.
go massive. He's that sort of animal. Oh my god, I was getting the camera out to show how steep it is up here. Look, Trevor's little brother. His name's Johnny. Oh, but yeah, it's got pretty steep all of a sudden. Johnny, what a legend. Oh my god, they're everywhere. That's Petunia. That's the middle sister, Petunia.
Come on, mate.
See you later, Petunia. It's a massive lake, isn't it? You could just see Annecy itself. Oh, if that cloud moves out of the way, you'll be able to see it. It's like at the end of the lake there, but big cloud in the way. This is basically rock climbing at this point.
This is why they say not to do it in the wet.
Yeah. Go on then. You lead the way. Watch out for any of Trevor's brothers. Oh. Oh, you're making it look easier than it looks from down here.
Oh my god, this is so hard.
Look at that house.
They're all over that mountain.
That's so sick. Can you imagine the view from up there?
Wow.
Log fire on, watching House of Dragons, looking over the lake.
That sounds perfect. Oh my god.
Roast dinner for tea.
Oh, now you're talking. My perfect day would be a walk like this, getting a bit wet but cold, having a bath, roast beef in the oven, Harry Potter or House of Dragons ready, hot chocolates, roast dinner, in your dressing gown, looking at this view.
Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, literally.
We've just got to the turning point of the hike. This was a mad viewpoint about 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
We literally walked to where we were going to get the camera out and it's gone like this. So hopefully we can show you in a second.
Wow.
Just about to clear. That's actually insane, isn't it?
I can't. Wow. The sun is trying to break through over there. That's insane. That's what I imagine people who wear glasses for it to look like without them on.
You've got that view on this side and then that on the other side.
I'm in a bush.
Martha's been on her arse.
My foot just got stuck and my other leg didn't stop and I just slid down there. I'm all muddy.
You got a bit of a mark on your bum. You definitely alright?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to laugh about it yet?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I might have a few bruises on my bum.
I just turned around and you were doing a cartwheel down the rock. Come on, numpty. Really starting to rain now. I'm glad I've got a decent jacket, I'll tell you that. But one thing that's so nice about doing it in this weather, we've not seen one person so far on this hike, and I think it's a pretty busy hike in the high season.
What are you doing?
There was a rock and loads of leaves built up, so it was coming over here and going down here, so I've just moved it so it goes down the channel instead. Because I assume that's the way they want it to go if they've built a channel. Oh, it's still breaking over here!
Aren't you good? This view is incredible. Just the walking down, and that church there was our starting point. We've come all the way round and down here. Pretty cool, mate.
Crazy. Watch out for the poo.
We're back. We made it. I'm ready for some food and to get warm in the van, and then we're ready to explore Annecy.
Look at it fall off.
It's so big, that hard for you. We look.
The rain's starting to get a little bit annoying.
It's the rain. It's the rain. Like, when we got back to the van, the floor is now just mud. And yeah, we're having a walk around Annecy now.
Oh my god, the smell of the crepes.
Yeah, and it's quite sad actually. It's very sombre all of a sudden because of the weather and being out of high season now. There's loads of creperies and ice cream and waffles. I mean, it smells amazing, but yeah, it's very dead down here, but still beautiful. Something about it being a bit more sombre as well.
Martha's getting to the point of wet and cold now. She's getting grumpy.
No, I'm not getting that grumpy. And my feet are just sloshing in my trainers. They're that wet. But this is really nice. Well, I think that Annecy was worth the visit, don't you?
Yeah, it was really nice.
I really enjoyed it today. I think we've filled the day pretty well, considering how last minute our plans have been.
We're going to say this about everywhere on the way though, aren't we? That it would be nice if we could spend a little bit longer here.
Yeah.
But that's the nature of what we're doing this time, like for this little trip.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we're just grateful that we're able to fit it in.
At all.
Yeah, at all. Like, this wasn't in our plan 3 days ago, so just being here in itself is just amazing. But now I think we're just gonna do a bit more driving and then find somewhere to settle for the night. Morning everyone, we're up. It's a little bit cold, but we were just having a conversation about if our water tank's actually going to freeze, because we've just checked the temperature for Chamonix where we're heading today and it says it's -4. We've planned a hike in for tomorrow, so today we're just going to get everything ready for that, and also because the day after that we'll probably head into Switzerland, so we need to just stock up on all the food that we can because we know how expensive Switzerland is. We've just done our final stock up for Switzerland and beyond, but let me tell you, we've got enough pasta and beans and couscous to last us until 2023.
The van's so full.
I know it hasn't been this full of food in a while. We've just bought 4 or 5 800-gram tins of beans.
Sure.
This is what our pantry suddenly looks like.
There's the baked beans.
But to be fair, that's the first time we've been able to find baked beans that aren't Heinz and ridiculously expensive over here. We've now come to the closest petrol station to the border of Switzerland and up here in the Alps that we could find that was the cheapest. We are in Chamonix now, I believe, and we've been able to just find the price of diesel for 1597, I think. 1579.
Here?
Yeah.
1597.
Oh, I was right. 1597. Is it cold? We're in the centre of Chamonix now. I'm just about to start having a look round.
That's where we're hiking up to tomorrow. Lac Blanc.
Lac Blanc, 2,352 metres. It's very much like a ghost town, as we sort of started to expect. But we're too tight to pay for any of these attractions anyway.
Yeah.
I think this tram itself was going on like €60 for one person.
60? It's a lot, isn't it?
Obviously insane, but like, not when you're on a budget. Oh, there's one coming!
None of them look very excited. it can't have been that good. I bet it must have been really cloudy so they couldn't have seen anything.
Yeah.
They look more miserable than us.
Mitch, look at the clearing there. Started to see a bit of snow.
Take me to the ruins, aquifers and springs, baby ferns uncurling, every living thing. Be to me a mother, both hands on the wheel. Show me faded colors.
This spot is pretty epic. We got a recommendation from This Is Van Life on Instagram about a spot just outside of Chamonix, and we've decided to come here for the night. It's still pretty early, but Mitch has got some editing to do ready for this Sunday's video. So we decided to just come park up, get a little bit of work done before our hike tomorrow. But I think we're going to end this video here and start a new one ready for our hike tomorrow. This hike is going to be on similar part to the Lac de Montagnon hike that we did. We won't be doing it overnight, so it'll just be the full thing in the one day. I believe it says it takes about 5.5 hours. So if you haven't watched that Lac de Montagnon video, I'll leave a link for it so you can kind of see how we got on with that one. But in terms of this one, I hope you've enjoyed. Please give us a like and leave us a comment, because we really like to respond to everyone in the comments, as well as check out our Patreon if you haven't already, and also our new website, which I did mention in the last video. A little impromptu video as we start to make our way towards Croatia, but I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.
I was lost in a city dream, and I was at home again beside the stream.